This footage was captured at around 1:35 p.m. on October 16, 2018 in Alberta, Canada. According to the homeowner, he received a motion alert from his Ring camera while he was at work, because it was unusual for him to have visitors in the middle of the day. He immediately activated the live view feature, and that's when he saw this. At first he mentioned how he didn't think there was anything strange going on, and seeing how the visitor was dressed similarly to most utility and telecom workers in the area. But after the man began banging insistently on the door and peering through the window into the house, he immediately became suspicious. After prying at the door with a glove to avoid leaving fingerprints, the man motions to his accomplice to come to the door, and that's when things get even more disturbing.
Get away from the door.
While the man in the Yankees cab acts as a lookout, the man in the vest uses what appears to be a large screwdriver to violently pry the door open and break in, after managing to get the door partially open. The homeowner manages to activate the two-way talk function and makes his presence known. After the video was made public, the homeowner was interviewed by local police about the incident. The video was then posted to Facebook, where many neighbors and nearby residents claimed to know who the two men were. However, it was never confirmed that the two suspects were apprehended based on what was captured on video. The two men were most likely planning an armed robbery, but with no further context, it's impossible to know if that's really what they had in mind, or if they planned to do something worse. As of this upload, there have been no further updates on the incident. This eerie and confusing footage was captured by a homeowner's Ring camera. One night in August 2023 in an otherwise peaceful neighborhood in Bowling Green, Ohio. In the footage, a masked man can be seen ringing the doorbell and immediately running away. Initially, the incident appears to be a pretty lame ding-dong ditch attempt, which almost every homeowner has been the victim of at some point or another. But looking closely at the footage, you'll notice the man never actually ran away. While the man stood in the middle of the street staring eerily at the door, the homeowner made his way down the stairs after being woken up by the sound of the doorbell. As soon as he saw this figure just tying him down in the middle of the street, he called the cops the next day. Bowling Green police posted the video on Facebook asking the man's neighbors to help identify the masked intruder, and it didn't take long for other residents of the area to complain that they had been through similar incidents in the days leading up to the uploading of the video. Following the incident, the man was never identified by police. His intentions are still unknown. In September 2018, a man named Jeff Knoll uploaded a disturbing video to his channel which he titled, "Man Trying to Enter My Home in the Middle of the Night." In it, a creepy man can be seen approaching the front door of a home and seemingly attempting to find a way in. At first, the break-in seems pretty non-threatening, but a few seconds later the man begins pulling on the doorknob and talking to himself. Some of what he says you can. Someone make out, but most of it is unclear. Before the man can go any further with his break-in attempt, the homeowner calls out from a window and threatens to call the police.
Okay, I was just looking for a dog, Fido. Whoa. You don't have to get all like that and stuff, honey. You know, we could be friends.
The man gives an almost laughable excuse, saying he was just looking for his dog Fido. He then tells the woman that they could be friends before walking off into the night. The man was never seen again by the uploader, and they still have no idea what his intentions were if he had gone into the house. On July 15, 2022, a TikToker uploaded this chilling footage of an unexpected visit to her home while she was gone. In it, a disturbing voice can be heard asking to be let in at her house's back door.
Let me in. Me. In.
The person repeats the words "let me in" as they scratch and knock on the back door. The eerie quality of the voice, coupled with the fact that nobody can be seen on screen, and led a lot of viewers to come up with different theories as to who may have been at the door during the entire video. A human shadow can be easily made out in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, but the person themselves never walks in front of the camera. Some viewers suggested this alludes to the footage being staged. Others, however, think that someone with malicious intent could be targeting our house and urge the user to be careful. To this day, it hasn't been confirmed what exactly this footage shows, and no further updates have been made by the TikTok user. This terrifying footage was captured in April 2023 in Connecticut at 9:00 a.m. A man was recorded walking up the front door of a house wearing an orange vest and holding a package in his hand.
I don't know if this is for you.
In an attempt to confuse the homeowner, the man tries to give him the package, but when the owner hesitates, the suspect immediately pulls out a weapon and tries to back the owner into his house. However, the homeowner pushes the man away before retreating into his home. After the armed man ran away, he was identified by police as 37-year-old Xavier Otero and was arrested at a family member's house in nearby Hartford, Connecticut. Otero was promptly charged with home invasion, threatening criminal possession of a firearm, and criminal attempt to commit unlawful restraint during the investigation. The cops learned about an alleged plot to take part in a home invasion, where the occupants of the home were going to be restrained with zip ties and robbed at gunpoint. The suspect also mentioned something about possibly invading a second home in Manchester, Connecticut, while executing a search and seizure warrant on the home where they found Otero. Police said they found approximately 1.1 kilograms of drugs and other items commonly used in the operation of a drug factory. In the same room, the cops found a bag full of heavy-duty zip ties. Shortly after Otero's arrest, police also took the driver of the truck into custody and charged him with conspiracy to commit home invasion and conspiracy to commit unlawful restraint. A month after these arrests, a third suspect was taken into custody, where he was identified as the mastermind behind the operation, and promptly sentenced to prison. As of now, all three suspects are still in jail. This eerie and confusing footage